Hey everyone, it's Joe and
Michael! He's here.
Michael!
I'm only vaguely here, but I am here.
Kind of Halloweenish, that one.
Oh, sorry.
Michael! Hey everyone, from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, all that stuff and things and good stuff and things. Whew, it's a live stream.
It's a live stream.
How between... You just got here, basically.
I've been here all day.
No, you know what I mean. He made the live stream by the skin of his teeth.
I was still plugging in my microphone
Yeah.
as they're going, come on, it's live stream, you got to go.
Yeah.
So,
Whereas the rest of us are, always prepared and always on time for everything.
never late. When I was on the A330, we were never late. We always had on-time departures.
Mm-hmm. Well done.
Always.
That's good.
100% success rate, because this is a dirty little secret from the aviation industry.
Mm-hmm.
On the A330, it measures an on-time departure when you release the park brake. So we used to sit at the gate, release the park brake, and sit there for another 10 minutes. So never, ever late.
Very good. You see, you get all this inside knowledge from
Useless information.
Yeah. Have you flown planes or something?
Nah.
Oh, okay. What are we doing today?
All sorts of good things. We're not doing the thing that I promised last week, which was the Kookaburra thing, because we had a bit of a technical hiccup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have a Kookaburra suit
all
ready to go.
No, we don't.
But it was headless when we actually tried to put it on.
Yeah, well, look, from the time that I went to pick it up at the store and the time I got back on the tram, a rabid dog ran onto the tram, scared me, grabbed that particular part and ran off with it. I'm so sorry.
The dog ate my homework.
The dog ate my Kookaburra head.
That's the excuse you're coming up with, is it?
I was about to say, sorry, miss, the dog ate my homework.
The dog!
There it is right now. It's coming for me.
I think Brett was going out to
Yeah, no, it'll be right.
If you didn't hear that, that's the dog bark doorbell thing that we have.
Yes, that means we all go running for the front door.
Yeah, afternoon everyone. G'day Smithies, how are you? Hey everyone. Good to see you.
MSKR wants the Mankini.
Maybe you'll get a combo. Let's find out.
Yeah, stay tuned. You're going to have to wait till next week for the Mankini Kookaburra.
Maybe. Calypso Moon missed last week due to changing hours. What was the special? Last week, what was the special?
I've had it on there already, but it was the Shrek coins.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you did too. Okay. Maybe I
Chuck
should
Nasty, moustache is horrible. Thank you.
That's all right.
Just in case you weren't aware, we're doing the moustache for Movember. Well, some of us are doing a moustache. Some of us were too chicken.
Some of us have a wedding performance to do tomorrow,
And
which I will be shaving
with
for.
a moustache?
I can certainly sing with a moustache.
Could have been a statement for the wedding.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Why not? But what else are we going to be doing today? We've got emails, we've got live chats. We have a special, and it's a good special, in my humble opinion. We will be doing that a little bit later today. Might get Matt in as well, quite possibly. But what you got for me?
We will. In what front?
You pick it, and we'll talk about
actually, I think, not trying to be offensive here, but I actually think all the, not all of them, no, the emails are Maddie focused.
Oh, fine.
There's one on platinum,
Okay.
so we might
You can
even
answer
go
that.
through that.
Look, just before, it's a very important question that someone has asked.
Yeah.
This is Calypso Moon. Hey, Calypso. I wish to request...
I haven't forgotten the Calypso tax.
the suspension of the Calypso tax.
Well, we're not suspending the Calypso tax.
Oh, no.
It may be going up, depending on this question.
Yeah. No, that's the question.
Oh, what's the question?
No, Calypso Moon wants to request the suspension of the Calypso tax.
No.
No.
Well,
No.
depends how nice you are to me for a while.
His favourite cookie is choc chip.
Yeah.
That's right.
Mate, when you're my shape, your favourite cookie's anything.
Boom, boom. Yep, go ahead.
All right. So this one is directed at me, but I think we can actually have a bit of a discussion about it. So, hi, Mike. This is from Adam. Hi, Michael. I know how bullish you are when it comes to platinum. Just wondering, why do you see it as such a great metal to invest in? Do you see a big upside potential with industrial metals in the future, or do you just like it personally? And I think that's a great question. I am, in case you hadn't realised, I am a big fan of platinum. I think it is undervalued. I think every Every argument you can have for silver, you can carry more so for platinum plus some. So if we go back through a bit of history with platinum, platinum on a traditional basis has been on a 1-to-1 or better ratio with gold. So it's always been around that, high twos, low $3,000 Australian per ounce. Until a situation about 7-8 years ago where one of the car manufacturing companies got themselves into a little bit of hot water. And over their emissions...
Emissions?
Yeah, they were incorrectly reporting their emissions. So they got themselves into all sorts of hot water. So part of that, it wasn't certainly the only thing, but part of that was they turned their backs on their platinum catalytic converters. At a similar time as that was going on, other industries were starting to turn their back on platinum because platinum and palladium, and I'm not an industrial chemist or anything along those sort of lines, but platinum and palladium are fairly interchangeable in industry. And palladium at that stage was, like in Australian dollar terms, $1,100, $1,200 an ounce at most. So they were starting to move a lot of their production that they needed platinum for over to palladium because it was 1/3 of the price. So all of this combining together caused a massive glut on the market, and it caused platinum to plummet in price. And you can chart this if you go into Google and go and do a historical price search on platinum. You'll actually see what I'm talking about. So that was 7 or 8 years ago. So you fast forward to now, and you'll see palladium's now up over that $3,000 an ounce. Platinum is still hovering at around that $1,400 to $1,500 an ounce. It was even six or 8 months ago, it was around about that $1,100, $1,200 an ounce. So unlike silver, where when you mine for gold, you find silver and you mine silver. When you mine for copper, you'll find silver and you'll dig it out of the ground, and it's a byproduct over it, from it, sorry. So, and I'm going to upset a few people here by saying that almost no matter what price silver goes to, whether it be $1,000 an ounce or $1 an ounce, we are going to produce silver because it is a byproduct of mining. Now, I'm not saying I don't think silver's a good buy, because I actually think it's a great buy. But I think one of the downsides is the dirty elephant in the room that we don't talk about is the fact that silver is always going to be produced no matter what price it is, because it's a byproduct of other mining operations. Platinum is not like that even slightly. So platinum you have to go hunting for. Platinum is a mongrel to find. It's even worse to mine, and it's even worse than that to refine. So what we ended up in is a situation where we've had this massive overhang of supply in the industry, on the market. So industry has slowly been grinding its way through it, and it's now got to a stage where it's used all that oversupply. So the industry is now saying to the miners and the refiners, we want more platinum. And they're going, well, that's fantastic. You can have more platinum, but not at this price, because it's not worth us trying to find it and trying to dig it out of the ground and refine it. So the price has to start moving up before we'll supply it to you. And so we're seeing that now. And if you look at the price charts, you'll actually see that the price of platinum is being pushed up. And I think over the next 2 to 5 years, we are going to see it back at that, high twos, low $3,000 an ounce.
Okay.
It's a long answer to the question, and there's a couple of other idiosyncrasies in there that we could talk about, but I've gone on long enough. But again, not financial advice, but that's the basics of the reasons of why I think platinum is a good play as we move through the next 2 to 5 years. The industrial demand is going to only increase from here, because platinum is in so many of the newer technologies that are coming down the stream now, particularly the green technologies, your solar panels, your EVs, your batteries, that sort of stuff. So that is, believe it or not, an abbreviated answer as to why I think platinum is a great investment, not financial advice.
Of course. That kind of ties into a question that Craig has. If I wanted to invest right now $50K, what would you do? Which metal would you do? So probably platinum. If you had $50K, would you chuck it all in platinum?
Look, it depends on the person. I would put a component. Let me answer this by saying if this was me. I'm not saying you should do this. So I have a higher risk profile than some people, and a lower risk profile than others. So I would consider myself a little bit middle of the road as far as risk goes. So I would probably put somewhere around about that 25 to 30,000 into gold, because gold traditionally, the last 5,000 years, gold is a fairly stable investment. It will move with inflation, even a hyperinflation scenario. So I'd put that 25 to 30K into gold. I would put somewhere between 10, probably somewhere around about 10K into silver, because you go much over 10K and you start getting storage issues. And then I would put probably 10 to 15K, and then I would put the balance of that, so 10 to 15K into silver. The balance of the 50,000 I would put into platinum.
Okay.
As that more aggressive, this has got potential to go bang sort of scenario.
Fair enough. We've got MSKR 111. Curious, is platinum reactive like gold and silver to touch?
I would have said no.
Okay.
I would have said no.
Do you need a more of an expert opinion on that one?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know who we're
Don't
going
know
to
who
go to for it.
we'd ask someone.
I didn't know where you were leading with that one.
Would it be a chemical engineer we'd ask or something
Possibly,
like that? Someone just who's more...
Platinum is very
sciencey?
inert,
Yeah, right.
and that's why it's so good, because it's very inert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Here's a good one for you.
Yeah.
Matt's, sorry, no. Which one was it? Oh, yeah, it's Matty Hume. That's why I got confused.
Okay.
Matty Hume, which type of mining is silver a byproduct of?
Almost any metal mining.
Yeah.
So if you mine for gold, in a large number of circumstances, you don't mine gold. You mine for, you do mine for gold, but you get a lot of other things, including silver, in the same ore bodies. Copper, when you're mining for copper, quite often you will find that one of the other metals that comes out of the same deposit will be silver, amongst other things. So almost in the same vein as you take, this topsoil over the mine, or over the resource, you still take that as part of the production, and you process it if you can and extract any value from it. If you are extracting gold or copper and it comes with a byproduct of silver, you will still refine that silver in some form and flog it off, because it will help support the cost basis of what you're producing ultimately, which might be gold, or it might be copper, or might be one of the other major metals.
Yep. Mark Wilkins is saying, thought I read that there is an oversupply of platinum.
There was an oversupply. Look, I'm not. Please do your own research on this. I'm a platinum buff, so I'm very, very biased. You've got to take what I'm saying with a bucket of salt. Okay. Yes, there has traditionally been, for the last 5 to 10 years, there has been an oversupply of platinum, but that is now reversing. We're starting to see the reverse. Please go and do some research on this. Don't trust what I'm saying. Go and look at the charts. Go and look at, read some reports, that sort of thing. You'll actually see in the last couple of months, we've seen an easing in the price of platinum, but we've seen that across a lot of the metals because of the energy crisis through Europe and through Asia, where they're actually shutting factories down because they can't supply the energy for them. So obviously, if you can't supply the energy, they don't need the raw product. So they, the demand, the short-term demand for those raw products has fallen, and we've seen that reflected in the price of platinum. But I firmly believe that we are seeing the uptick, and we are going to see a greater uptick in it. But I absolutely could be wrong, and I could be sitting here in 2 years' time saying, "Oops," when someone calls me on it. So please, please, please don't take my word for it. Do some research. But if nothing else, my aim here is to germinate that desire for research and knowledge on this.
Fair enough. We've got Jared Lord saying chemically inert, as in platinum is chemically inert, as it is a noble metal but acts as a catalyst, hence the automotive use.
Well above my pay grade and intelligence level.
Mark Baird also said platinum doesn't absorb or impart any impurities. It's impervious to most acids. Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Awesome.
There's a few cool questions coming through there.
Philip's asking, Joe, when is your next market analysis of the PM's market?
I was ask you that yesterday.
Yeah.
No, Wednesday, when you were last in.
Next week.
Yeah, it's about time you did an uptick on that one.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot's changed in the last month.
It has, and then I think coming soon I'm going to do a, price prediction for 2022, that kind of thing as well. Look at the three. Might even look at rhodium too, just for a bit of funsies. Yeah. Sound good? Good. All right, we'll do that soon.
There was someone asking if we were open for click and collect over the weekends, or if that was because it was quite difficult to get through during the week.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Just a quick touch on it.
No.
We need to. There's a lot of encouragement of us opening on a weekend, and I actually think it's something we need to look into. I know that by the end of the week we're all shattered, but I absolutely think there is that is something we need to start considering.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not going to be me, but
and it's not going to be this weekend. I can
Not gonna be
guarantee you
him.
that. If I turn up on a weekend as well, I think I'd be shot by my wife. but-
Yeah.
Have we considered stocking bullion jewellery?
Yes, we had, hadn't we?
Yeah, we have. We've had
We
that
have.
conversation
We have.
a number of times.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have. It's just literally a matter of time. Just trying to. It's a conversation. It's more than one conversation, and it's just we have zero time to do anything.
Yeah. But this don't take this as a complaint, because it's
No.
absolutely not a complaint.
Yeah.
We are so under the pump at the
Yeah.
moment. Like literally, I was running in here as we were starting this because we are so under the pump that. I had to be quite rude to a customer and say, "Look, I'm really sorry, but I've got to go. I've got to go do a live stream." So these extra things that we'd love to pick up. The capsules. How long have we been talking about capsules
selling
for?
capsules. Yeah.
Like those sorts of
Yeah.
things, they're falling by the wayside because we are so under the pump at the moment.
Once we get, I think, the new system up and running, that might hopefully
Hopefully,
give us a bit of
I
time.
saw the demo of the new website
Oh
today.
yeah, great, good.
It looks great.
Cool. Has
So-
it got more bits and bobs and more functions
It's got
and things?
charting in it.
Okay.
It's got live pricing in it. Looks really good. Really
Sweet.
good. So Fox and Lee are doing that for us.
Okay.
And they're doing a sterling job.
What's the possible rollout time?
The problem is, and this is where it ties up. It ties in with our new back-end accounting system, and that's going to be the delay. That's
Okay.
the schism at the moment.
Okay.
So I'm not expecting to. I'm hoping it's beforehand, but I'm not expecting to see it before February next year.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. Melbourne Stacker is saying, I'm getting that Platinum Mo. The Platinum Mo auction is up to, last time I checked, it was $1,150 so far.
That's good.
If you haven't seen it yet, I'll find the link and put it down there somewhere for the auction video we posted a couple of days ago, auctioning off a Platinum Mo.
So if you hadn't realised, it's Movember.
Yeah.
And I know we touched on this at the start. So we're talking about it to make people more aware of the. So Movember is men's. I hate saying this because it's not actually true, but we kind of start focusing on men's health for the month of November, and we try and raise awareness by some of us struggling to grow a bit of bum fluff under their nose, and Bullion Now absolutely gets behind that mostly. Some of us haven't, but the rest of us have. So it is men's health, if you like, particularly mental health, and it kicked off with prostate cancer and research into that.
Yeah.
So they raise funds for a variety of different men's health issues and things like that. And Bullion Now is supporting it both with the struggling to grow mows, but also auctioning off a platinum moustache that was made for us by Daniel Germano, jewellers. So I don't have his card with me, or I'd flash it up on the screen. But it's 12.4 grams of 9995 platinum shaped into a moustache, and it's brushed metal, and it looks fantastic. So please bid generously on that. All proceeds, every cent of that we get for that, will be donated to the Movember cause. So please get behind it where you can.
Very good. BL is asking, how many ounces of platinum do you reckon a stacker as crazy as you should get? As money as you can afford, I guess.
Yeah, look.
Without putting all your eggs in one basket.
As many as you want to put your risky component or your more dynamic component of your investment aside. So it proportionally, I wouldn't make it a major part of your stack. So, but I would quite comfortably, of your precious metal bucket, I would quite comfortably see 10% to 20% in the bucket of it being platinum.
Fair enough.
Did that make sense?
Yeah.
It did. Good.
It did. What else you got?
I did have another one. It was a longer one. This one. So this is from David. Greetings. I went to arrange my silver collection, and when I got to the Perth Mint Super Pit coins, I noticed that 2 out of the 3 had large milk spots. The third had a tiny one. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The super pit, the silver super pit, doesn't come in a capsule, does it?
Capsule.
No. Okay. So I did some research, and I see this is very common with maples pre-18. Weren't they? The only way you could tell if a maple was real or not was if it had milk spotting. If anyone presented a pre-2018 maple that didn't have a milk spot on it, you knew it was a fake. And some other coins from other mints. My question is that the coins are not pristine and have lost their collectible status. I don't agree. So are they now only worth melt value, and I have therefore lost money on them? I.e., so I paid $45 for the coin, now with the milk spot's only worth spot, which is approximately $34 Australian an ounce. So I've lost $11 per coin. He goes on a little bit more, and we'll come to the rest of it in a second. I would disagree. Yeah, okay, you've possibly cost yourself... It doesn't look as pretty, absolutely. But you'll actually find that a lot of collectors don't care about that milk spot. And it may not carry as much premium moving forward as one in pristine condition, but it is still the 2020, I believe it was, the Silver Super Pit. Oh, it could have been the 21 too, couldn't it? Yeah, so it still is one of the limited number that was produced. So it will still carry a premium, and it will still grow in premium over time.
I think it was 2019 and 2021 on the silver.
Yeah, okay. So don't chuck it away as a melt value. It certainly still does carry some premium. It just may not be the super pristine premium. It will be slightly under that. I've noticed some people don't care about spots and that silver is silver no matter what. Usually people that say I don't care about spot and silver is silver are the ones that are stacking, and they're not going to pay much more premium over spot. They will pay a bit, but not much. But the collectors will still say, actually, that's still a super pit, and I'm chasing one for my collection. So for investment, would I be better simply buying bars as condition doesn't play into the value and ditching the coins? What are your thoughts? Kind regards from the bloke who doesn't get a Calypso moon tax. So it's STI custom.
Yeah, all right, okay.
Look, this is an argument. Do you want to pitch in on that? Because I'm doing a lot of talking.
No, I like the talking.
Oh, okay, all right.
I like the listening.
This is a common argument, a common discussion point that we have in the shop, because we have people that come in and say, I just want the bar, I want simple. And buying a bar is simple because you know it's going to be valued in relation to spot, whether that be just over or just under, depending on which dealer you're dealing with. Shameless plug, we pay spot. If you want that type of thing, then absolutely, just buy the cheapest you can find. And it doesn't matter if it's a nasty bar, because at the end of the day, we don't care. We test it with the XRF and we pay you spot, whether you've dug it out of the ground and it's knocked around and all that sort of stuff, or whether it's in pristine condition and you've polished it on a weekly basis and you've got to put sunglasses on to see it because it's so bright. It doesn't matter from the bar perspective. And it's very easy to value, and it's valued around spot. The coins, and as Joe says, they're almost like a lottery ticket on what's going to move forward. What's the premium going to do? The worst case scenario, the very worst. So you get your super pit, and it's as mangy as all hell. So it's got a ding in the side of it, and it's milk spotted, and it's got all that sort of stuff all over it. Then the worst it's going to do is its equivalent weight in spot. But it may do far more. And the example I use frequently is in 2008, Perth Mint produced a 5-ounce silver bar, and it was around about that $110, $115 for the bar. And the coin at that stage was worth around that $125, $130. Sorry, the coin being the 5-ounce mouse that year was around about that $125, $130 for the coin. And people were saying, I just buy the bar, it's simple, I'm just going to move forward and do that. And I'm saving myself $10 or $15. You fast forward 12 years to 2020 when we did this test. The 5-ounce bar was worth, give or take, around about that $200 mark. Therefore, it was, you'd almost doubled your money on it, which was pretty good. But that 5-ounce coin, even in slightly knocked around condition or milk spotted condition, would have still been worth well in excess of $1,500, but in good condition was worth, in that $2,000 to $2,500 mark. So, did you care that it got a milk spot? You'd still gone from 130 to 1,000, 1,500. I don't know. I've cherry picked that example. That is an extreme example. But that's the sort of thing that you're talking about when you move on to coins.
Fair enough. Take a deep breath. We've been hearing the barking dog a few times here.
Yeah.
Do you need me to go over and
That
see
would
what's
be an
going on?
excellent idea, and I might do some industry gossip.
Cool. Industry gossip. But as I'm leaving, you can answer this question from John Sharkey. How often do you see fakes? And with that, mic drop. Or mic turn off.
Yeah, I was going to say turn the mic off. When you get a chance, do you want to send Maddie up?
Well, it depends on why they're
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you can set Matt up, because I've got a couple of questions for him on here.
By sounds of the barking dog, we're going to be busy.
Yeah, that's okay. We can handle that.
I'll be back.
You'll be back.
I'll be back.
Alrighty, so sorry about that. MSKR, someone shut that dog up. Yeah, that's what they're about to do, so they're racing down there. What was the question you asked me?
How often do you see fakes?
Fakes come in fits and starts. So I actually haven't, Ruben would be a better one to answer this question. I haven't seen a fake for a number of weeks. Rubes?
It's been a while. I actually saw some, we saw some florins through recently. That's probably the most recent thing that I saw.
Yeah, okay.
So some of the 90% coins that weren't destined through it.
Yeah,
What
okay.
they should.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, the ones we see, at least recently, they've been kind of aware that they were a little bit suspicious of them, whether it was they got them way too cheap or something just felt wrong about the transaction. I haven't had to break too many hearts lately over it. It's kind of been they kind of know already deep down.
Yeah. So look, we see fakes in fits and starts. You'll find there'll be a burst through. Somebody will run an ad on one of the second-hand sites. There is one that's a bit dynamite for us, and we see that. And so you'll get a flood of them in about 2 or 3 or 4 weeks later. You'll get this flood of those ones. A little while ago, we had a flood of Canadian 1 ounce minted bars come in gold. And we saw quite a number of those come through, and they were all fakes. And then it'll dry up for a while, and then you'll see another flood of them come through again. I've got to say, COVID slowed it down a little bit, whether that's good or bad.
Yeah.
All right, so a bit of industry gossip going on. DJ, could you race over to the printer? I actually printed some stuff out for this, so if you could grab it. Rubes, could you launch off with the PAMP?
I can.
So PAMP has released their... Oh, I'll shut up. Okay, so this is the, actually I don't want to talk about it because I think they've got music playing.
You're back.
I'm back. Alrighty, so that's the, I was going to say Perth Mint, it's not, that's the PAMP Tiger that they released for 2022. And it's an absolutely stunning bar. They've done a brilliant job on these. If you've seen the previous ones that PAMP have done with their Lunar Year ones, they all look good. Every so often we get in a horse or a dragon or something like that and we release it, and they're always snapped up really quickly. I'm really hoping that we get these in for early in the new year. I know that they've started being released late this month, early next month, so I'm hoping we'll get them in before the Christmas shutdown. But if not, they'll be available in the new year, and they just look the bee's knees. They come in the gold, they come in 5 gram and 1 ounce size, and I can't remember what they come in the silver, but we're desperately trying to get hold of some as quickly as we practically can. So keep an eye out for those around the traps. They are you're going to pay a bit more for them. The premium is higher on them, but they do look stunning. They really do. Other industry gossip at the moment, Perth Mint. If anyone's tried to get onto the Perth Mint website, you'll notice that they're out of action today and Monday. They're doing a systems upgrade across the board. So don't try and get any Perth Mint stuff off the Perth Mint over the weekend. And also you're going to find a lot of your bullion dealers are going to be running short of Perth Mint products for, we started running out this week. And you'll see them next week because there's no deliveries and no orders going out for the end of this week and the start of next week because of the system upgrade. So you're going to find a bit of lag time with some of the deliveries coming through. So please be patient on that. Can you show the next Perth Mint photo? And while we do that...
Which one? There was the ones in the card or the...
No, we'll go with the other one first. And Matt, would you like to join us?
You can have a look
So,
this
this
is
is
like a Boab.
it
Oh,
does.
are we in the Kimberleys?
So this is the Perth Mint Kimberley Sunset. So you would remember the Kimberley Sunrise?
Yeah,
series
there was
in
a
16, 17, 18, I think it was.
There was a
wasn't it?
trio of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
With a little pink argyle.
Yeah. So that were incredibly limited. They were like 60 coins
Yeah.
in the release.
Yep.
Absolutely stunning coins, and they went nuts on the market. They've done it again, and this one, I know I'm showing it to you, but it's actually just sold out. They just announced their sellouts yesterday, and this was one of them. But again, it's a 5-ounce rose gold. The other ones were a normal gold.
Yes.
So
this
I
is
think
right.
they've done a great job with the sunset because
Yeah.
they've gone for the rose gold.
Yep.
Again, they limited to 60,000. They limited it to 60 in their production. 5-ounce gold. And they were selling for 29,800, which people are going to go, wow, that's a huge amount. Yeah, it is. But to give you some idea, just in retail price, and I printed this out, so when they released the 2016 5-ounce one, it retailed at 9,599. So you can see that even over those 5 years, even on a retail purchasing perspective, it's gone from, give or take, 10 grand through to 30 grand. So it's tripled in price. On the secondary market, I don't know, what are you paying for a Kimberley Sunrise these days?
If you can get one.
Yeah,
Geez.
that's right. You'd be paying well in excess of that.
One arm and one leg, I think.
Yeah. Possibly your firstborn as well. So I know we're a bullion channel and we don't tend to focus on numismatic sides, which is this more is, but it gives you an idea of what coins can do with that precious metal background to it. And they are really beautiful coins.
Yeah, good stuff.
I did print out the other stuff I thought that they'd sold. Here we go. So this is what Perth Mint's currently sold out of, they announced. So the Wedgetail Eagle, kilo proof coin. The Ander.
Ah,
The Melbourne
My
Money
crowd.
Expo and Emu has been sold out. The Wedgetail Eagle, the gold infused one of 10.
yeah,
That's-
no surprises there.
The rose gold Kimberley and the 1/4 ounce proof Kangaroo are all sold out. And the 1 ounce gold Tiger in the Bullion is sold out.
Oh, really?
There's a
Nice.
shop.
Yeah.
They sell out pretty quick.
Going back just a little, someone had a good question. I thought, okay, good to touch on. Is rose gold 999 pure? Like, is it still pure gold, or is it? Have they made it with some kind of a?
I think they usually add a smidge of copper to get that rose gold effect, don't they?
They do, yes.
Yeah.
So it's 91.67% rose gold.
Yep.
It carries a 0.09 carat argyle pink diamond, and that's even to me that's small. But
Yeah, what did you see? The whiskey one they did? It had like one drop of I think it was something like the world's rarest whiskey. And it was just one little drop inside the coin. They went bananas.
yeah,
Something for everyone, you know?
some forever. That's exactly right.
Feels very structured. I'm impressed, Michael. You really ramped things up. Normally I'll sit down and we just sort of say, oh, what's going
We
on?
did this in the last 5 minutes before it
Yeah.
started. We're feeling
This is nice. I feel like I'm in a full-on newsroom.
We've actually got one more to go, but welcome.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's going
How's the
well.
shop?
The shop is going well.
Yeah.
The EDC ladies have done a fantastic job sprucing it up.
Yes.
It's a very festive environment down there.
So we had, for those that don't know, we had our dispatch centre workers come down here and spend the day in Melbourne with us, and they growled at us for the condition that we'd left the place, and they've spruced it all up, and they've made it very, very festive.
Yeah,
It looks
we
great.
should be streaming from in there.
Well-
It's far more, picturesque.
What a
than- than-
novel idea,
Yeah, this
Ruben.
office.
Why didn't we think of that?
Well, there is a queue out the door, but
Don't worry, we'll just have a wave out front. Something you don't mind doing the live stream.
All right, we've got one more coin to go through that I just wanted to highlight. That has
It is up.
It's up. So this is one of those ones that Perth Mint releases. It's almost a Clayton's release, so they release it even though they haven't produced them properly yet, which drives us insane. So this is the Marge and Maggie coin. Now they are. This is one of those unusual ones where it's actually produced for the overseas market. So it's got a 25,000 mintage, and they are 22,500 of them are produced as a normal capsuled coin that you'd expect from the Perth Mint. They're shrink wrapped into rolls of 20, put into boxes, and sent overseas. And we don't see them in this country. 2,500 of them are put in cards, which makes them GST-able. And they're only 2,500. So what's ended up happening with this series, because they've done it a number of times now, is that the 22,500 that go overseas are popular and get sold out really quickly. But the 2,500 that stay in Australia, because you can only get them in Australia, and there's only 2,500 of them, even though they're the same coin, and they happen to be in a card, but because there's only 2,500 of them, everyone goes nuts for these ones. And they've just been released, or they're in the process. They were meant to be released in October, but they kept delaying it. They've released them, but as far as I'm aware, no one's actually got one yet. I know our stocks, or LCS's stocks, I should say, arrive next week. LCS got 25% of the Australian production allocated to them.
Look out, movers and shakers.
Yeah, so look out for that one. We will make it available. If I crawl and grovel, we might get some across to BN. But if we can't, you can get them from littlecoinshop.com.au next week. They haven't got their stock yet, so don't flood them with calls or anything like that. And we'll make a bit of a song and dance when they do get here.
Yeah, it's a cool card. I like it.
Yeah.
I actually prefer it in the card because you've got so many different characters on there. I'd like to know how many characters are represented on that card.
Mate,
someone with a keen eye, do a quick count, quick head count.
There's hundreds of them.
Yeah. Look at this. Matty Rundle.
Matty the Yankee.
Nice one. Oh, this is a touchscreen. Whoops.
So, there was a question, I think, from STI Custom, which I'd like to touch on. Very important one. How's Emma's moustache? Now, I'm actually looking back over there at Emma, and she puts me to shame. Like, she's...
She can throw things at you this week. Watch out.
Yeah. It's got to be live apologies this week. Yeah, good stuff.
The other one we need to talk about, Emma, is your makeup routine, which we can't work out is either non-existent or you started at 5 o'clock the night before.
Do I need to step out? Are we changing segments?
Might be a bit of blood spatter going on in a minute.
Thought I was coming in to talk about coins, but yeah, go on.
It was the hot conversation at the dispatch centre yesterday was Emma's makeup routine.
No, you just keep digging there, Michael.
Oh, she started typing. I'm in trouble. Alrighty. Matt, I've got some questions for you.
Yeah, hit it.
So this is from Aussie Frost. Hey Matt, hey Bullion Now team. Shout out to Matt. I sent a question via email and his answer was very helpful. Thanks, Jamie. By the way, I received my kookaburras yesterday and they look so good in the flesh. Nice one. There you go. That wasn't a question.
Nice one. I like a bit of positive feedback. Jamie's a very, very nice guy. I always enjoy our chats on the phone and yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep, excellent.
All right, this one's from Miroslav. Hey guys, or Mike actually. Where to get Capsule for the 5 ounce Libertad, the 2021? It's a different size to the Perth Mint 5 ounce.
Jeez. One day we're going to produce a video on capsules, Michael. This is such a recurring theme. I just keep thinking, like VST or Renix get a lighthouse capsule, but you'll have to get the diameter, so you make sure you get the right size capsule. Because even if it's exactly the same size, you'll probably find that it doesn't fit. So you need to go about 0.5 mil larger than the diameter of your coin, and away you go. But as we've acknowledged in the past, it can be a costly exercise. So just capsule your winners. You don't necessarily need to encapsulate every single bullion coin that you purchase.
Yeah. We haven't done the special yet.
Hey, look at this.
Would you like to do the special?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what it is?
No. Yeah. This is good. I feel like everyone's, finally I'm in a segment where everyone's waiting with bated breath. We've got so much engagement at the moment.
We didn't actually bring one up with us, did we?
They're just out there.
They're just out there. Can we have, Deej, could you grab one for us, mate?
Actually.
Oh, now they've said they've got one out there. They're now going, I don't know if we've got one out there or not.
Yeah, cool.
So if you manage to see, and even better, if you manage to score one of the Black Friday specials this morning that we did, this is kind of a lead-in or a lead-on, I should say, from that one, and we hinted at it this morning if you tuned in to the live stream. So we are going to, this morning we did a 1/4 ounce bed bar, and I think we ended up doing it, was it $20 over spot? No, it was $10.
No, this is your special, Michael.
I can't remember. We did it.
It was pretty good.
This morning.
So,
Yeah, it was
so,
10 over.
It was 10,
so much
10
so
over
they all
spot.
went.
So Joe, it was funny actually. Before we released them, Joe said, "Oh, do you reckon these will be all sold out by Sunday night?" And I said, "Yeah, they will be. We'll be right. You know, it'll all be okay." Well, they sold out in about an hour and a half, so they didn't quite make it to Sunday night. Now, have you got something for us, Rubes?
Someone's running.
Oh, they're still running. Okay, so I'll keep talking. So we decided we'd do another gold one today, and like I said, we hinted at it this morning that it would be slightly cheaper than the this morning's release, which was about at
Oh,
6.
I know what this is. This is a good one. This is a ripper. This is gonna.
Oh, you want to do the intro then, mate?
No,
I'm sick
keep
of
going.
hearing
Keep
my
going.
voice.
I remember what it is now, though. I think
Okay.
I know what it is. I'm not going to say it in case I'll make a complete cause a
Hang on a
scene.
sec. We're
But
releasing that at that price?
I think if it's what I'm thinking of, I've alluded to this to a few punters over the phone that have been hounding me for insider knowledge. I said, I think this might be it. I could be wrong. I think
Mate,
this
we're
is
not going
it.
to tell you anything if you're going to start handing it out.
Well,
over the
don't
phone.
because obviously I could just, I don't.
you're going to flood.
I'll find out, after the video is released and everyone's calling up and asking for it, and then I figure it out. I reverse engineer it and say, well, that must be the special.
Alrighty.
Good stuff.
So don't go and hit the website because it's not actually through the website. This one, we're actually I just told a lie because it is through the website, but you have to actually have the secret squirrel password to get onto this part of it. So Ruben's about to flash up the email address. You
Oh,
need
it
to
is.
use.
It is.
We're doing the forms.
We're doing the forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, and,
Okay,
and I'm
so
the guy that doesn't know what's going on, huh?
Good on ya.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're doing the forms, and we are doing the 1 ounce. I don't know if
That's
do you
not
wanna
1
do
ounce.
this?
What are you talking about? Once again, let the record show. Michael has no idea either.
We are doing the 1/10 of an ounce.
That's it.
Gold maple. Now these are, I believe, 2016s. I'm going to have to borrow your eyes, Matt.
Once again,
Can you tell
the
me
old
what?
double check.
Yeah, tell me what year they are.
That is 2009.
2009.
2016. Come
You
on,
know, When you
mate.
get to my age, it all merges into one.
Yeah, evidently.
2009 1/10 maple gold coins. Now you need to send. No, what do we do with this one? How about I'm going to hand over to Ruben? He's going to tell you what we're going to do because
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
We're
Thanks,
going to
Matt.
pop a link in the chat for you, and that will have a form for you to fill out, and that will log your interest, and we'll put in an order.
Okay,
So,
now these
very
are limited to 50. So be aware, there's only 50 of them available, and we're going to do them at spot plus.
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Joe's meant
He's
to have
just
been here for
been
this.
ribbing me all this time.
Spot plus.
Spot plus
Ruben,
what?
do we do them
What do you
at?
reckon?
There is a price in the system already, so let me find out.
Put in the comments what you think it should be.
That's right.
Spot plus what?
It's here. I'll find it out for you.
All right, so I'll make us just
One suggestion: $400. I think it might be cheaper than that.
Yeah, well, spot would be what's spot? Yeah,
I don't know, 2.5. $250 would be spot. $400. Yeah, I reckon it'd
Stop
be better than
speculating.
that.
Talk about something else. I'll find the answer for you.
Come on, mate. What's taking so long? I like Melbourne stacker spot minus $10. Yeah. I mean, we're generous, but we're not that generous.
25.
Oh, yeah, it is 25.
25. Oh,
So
that's
it's
good.
spot
That's
plus
good.
$25. So, which would work out to be roughly, right at this second,
276.
$276, give or take, because spot will move in the middle of all of this. But you're going to pay about that $276 for them, which is a screaming bargain.
Yeah,
If you
much
ask
better
me.
than 400. Jeez.
Yeah, well,
We've blown estimates out of the water.
yeah. So they're plus 25 over spot. Ruben's now doing whatever he's got to do to give you the good goss on how you're going to do this.
DJ was waiting for a signal from you, apparently.
Oh, this is
Here's
it.
the signal. So when you
Two
see that
thumbs
come
up.
through,
Let's go.
I like well, spot plus a hug.
yeah, it'd have to be a good hug. Spot plus 8%. That's getting close.
Yeah.
Just go spot. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you need to do. You need to say if someone can guess the deal in advance, they get.
They get it at spot.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
Just to make
that'll be
things
for
more
that'll be
complicated.
for another video.
There we go. So the link is up. Jeez, mate. Normally we run this smoothly. You've made this an absolute
Yeah,
disaster.
but all right. Let the viewer. Let's get some viewer feedback. Was this one of the more enjoyable announcements, or would you prefer for it to be more structured in future?
Absolutely more structured. So the link is up. So click on the link. The first 50 that get on the link will get the special.
Holy mackerel.
We're 34 already.
30,
40.
Yeah,
40.
they're going.
Oh, jeez.
All right. If you haven't
They're
expressed
done.
their
They're probably
interest
gone,
now,
they're
I'd
gone.
say they're
We're
done.
done.
We're done. So that
Done.
lasted a long time, didn't it?
See what happens when we have a bit of a loose announcement. It all it's all gone.
All right. Slow down. Stop. All right. Now we need to scroll back a bit, and we'll see if we can get some questions happening, mate. Pink Diamond from the Kimberleys. Thanks for the
Yeah.
help.
That's where they
The
come
round
from
total
as well.
is better than the Perth Bent. Right, guys, I'm off to the brewery. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Good
Yeah.
on you, Gilly. I don't think I've seen you with any rose gold coins. Are you not a fan? No. Come on, Rubes, help me here. You got some questions?
Got some questions?
There was one from someone, I guess. It was a more numismatic question. If I remember correctly, it was like, does the sequence of years probably matter or something like that?
Sequence of years for like coins in
numismatic
general?
ones. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if you're looking to put together it, I'll go on.
Okay, sorry. Is having a complete Bullion set, i.e. 1986 to 2021 AGE or ASE, give it a numismatic premium, or is it still just Bullion? That was from Vin Nguyen.
Yeah, it's a good question. I would suggest it is still, fundamentally, it is still bullion. It takes on an additional premium to the owner. However, if you were to bring it into a place like this, it's not something that we would pay an additional premium for. So it is a case of, to a degree, and I think within reason, the value is in the eye of the beholder for a set, for a year set or something like that. You may find that on the secondary market, someone's prepared to pay a bit of a premium. But similarly, and I think with bullion, half the fun is putting the set together, right? So it's for a lot of people, it's almost like a goal within building your stack. Putting together a year set is just something to do for a bit of fun. And you may find that you pay a little bit to get that 1 year that you're missing. But in doing that, you complete the set, and that's great. But generally speaking, for bullion coins, there's not a huge premium. I think you acknowledged that in the Luna video that you did.
Yeah, I would actually argue that you can buy a complete set cheaper than you can buy them individually.
Jeez, there's a hot take.
Yeah, because most people, they already own 2, 3, 4 of the set, and they don't want to buy them again.
Yeah.
So they don't want to buy the complete set. It's different when you're dealing with some of the, like you used to put together sovereign sets, didn't you? Things like that.
Yep.
A little different with that. People do tend to buy those.
It's a bit more of a romantic association with stuff like the sovereigns. But in terms of like, American Silver Eagles, it's not quite the same.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. In fact, I think if someone brought one into the store or I was at an auction or something like that, there is no way I'd pay a premium for it. Knowing that I would break it up and sell them individually.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So basically it depends on who you ask. For people like us, no extra premium. But as I say, for you as an individual, if it's something you're working towards, you'll still have, you get that satisfaction when you get that last coin and you put it all together. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But beyond that, it's not a financial incentive. It's more, you scratch that itch as a collector, which you cannot undervalue that. So it sounds like we've been, downplaying it, but it is a very satisfying feeling when you complete a set. So
Absolutely.
I would never discount that.
Aussie Kelpie. Pamp Tigers, according to the website, the silvers are 10 gram and 1 ounce, and they're doing a 1 ounce platinum. I didn't know about the 1 ounce platinum, so there you go. That
Cool.
would be an interesting one to grab too. I don't know what the mintage would be on that.
10 grams silver.
Yeah, I knew they were doing the 10 gram
Really?
silver. Yeah.
Oh, look out. Yeah,
So,
that would be cool.
the premium on it's pretty high, but
Yep.
geez, they look good.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be any trouble in, getting interest in something like that.
Just
That'd be
got to try and
great.
get hold of them. I know I can get the gold. I'm not sure about the silver, but we'll
Yep.
give it a crack. Tried the gold Black Friday, missed out. This is from Craig. Any chance I'll get the silver you talked about? The silver one will be released Monday. We're doing a
cool.
silver one. If we get it organised, we're still scrambling around trying to get that one organised, but we are trying.
Oh, luckily we've got some extra helpers today.
Yeah,
It'll all be fine, I'm confident.
The EDC staff have been working on it diligently, which has
Yep.
been good to see.
been good
STI
fun.
Custom Pink Diamond prices are going crazy since the Argyle mine closed. I wasn't completely sure if it had closed, but it sounds like it has now closed. So,
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah.
Well, there you go. A collector's item within a collector's item.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I know very little about this, but the whole pink diamond thing was pretty much created by BHP. They were worthless, and they created the whole market for them because
Wow.
they're not the pure diamond. They're a coloured diamond, so they certainly don't carry the same sort of value. And
That's diamonds in a nutshell, though, if we're going to go down the rabbit hole.
it is, but these took it to the next stage. But
Yeah.
BHP, created effectively, because they owned the Argyle mines,
Yeah.
created this whole market for them where now the pink diamonds are worth even more than a normal diamond.
So what you're saying is that's like us charging extra for our scratch and dent stock. Because there's less of it.
It's probably the whole numismatic industry that charges extra for the rejects.
Yeah, that is yeah. All right, I'll take that on the chin. That is a very fair call.
So, yeah.
Got one for you from Hatch. Slim pickings for fractional gold coins on your site. Are you expecting any more before Christmas?
Oh, please let us have more before Christmas.
Yeah, it's such a good gift to get, one of the smaller ones. So I second that. Get onto it, Michael.
Just like that. I'm trying, is the short answer. And I don't know if anyone saw the Pant 1 grammars that we put up Wednesday, I think it was, and they lasted all of, I don't know, an hour.
I didn't see them. I didn't know we had them. So yeah, good to know.
I actually went online for some other reason and noticed there was none on there and went, oh, we mustn't have listed them. I made a mistake. And I went to list a whole stack more, and fortunately I checked the back end and we actually already sold out. I was like, oh man. We are struggling for it. Perth Mint aren't producing the 1/20th Tigers at the moment. Well, they haven't produced them at all. So a lot of the fractional stuff that we rely on just isn't available, or even when it becomes available, it disappears in very short periods of time. I am trying to get it in. I have deliveries arriving next week, assuming Perth Mint plays ball with us, and we are sourcing from other areas. So yes, we will get some in, hopefully before Christmas, but we'll see what happens. I think we still might have some hundredths of an ounce left, if you want to go
Really?
seriously fractional.
Yeah, right.
Maddie Hume, regarding the free 3 months storage of allocated items purchase program you have, is there an option for extended time, assuming with a fee, if so, relevant to those super tight on postage? Oh man, I'm going to get myself into trouble here. Man, I'm going to dig a hole.
Once
Okay.
again, I'm hanging out for this answer.
Yeah.
Please do tell.
The 3 month, my screen's frozen. I don't know if that means anything. With that stunned mullet look that I've got on my
It's time
face at
to
that point.
upgrade your laptop.
Stream's fine.
Yeah, so we do offer 3 months free storage. So if you place an order and you don't want it shipped out, or you don't have time to come and pick it up, we're quite happy to store it for 3 months. It's fully insured and all that sort of stuff. You can extend your storage. We do offer storage to our clients. We don't make a big song and dance of it because we are a bullion company that has storage. We're not a storage company, but we do have it. And if you ask me what we normally charge, it's 0.5% of the market value for storage. Now, the insider gossip is, at this stage, and this will change in the new year, but at this stage, look, if you've got 3 months, we don't at 3 months and 1 day go, oh, this guy's, we've got to send it out because, he's run
Yeah.
out of, his 3 months' time. to be honest, you'll drag it out to 4 months or 5 months, and we won't probably contact you. We will eventually contact you, and like I said, in the new year we'll start tightening that up. But for now, if you're ordering half a dozen items and you haven't quite finished yet, and the 3 months is up, don't stress. We're not going to contact you, and we're not going to insist on you taking delivery right now. If it blows out a month or two, it blows out a month or two. If it's a larger amount, if you're storing, $100,000 worth of gold or something like that, absolutely. We're going to start talking storage fees, because the insurance on that is just horrendous. Having just filled in the insurance assessment for our next year.
Hey, exciting times.
There's my Christmas present, I can tell you. Got any comments you want to make in there, mate?
No, it's all good stuff. I love it. So, yeah, we're pretty accommodating as a business, I like to think.
SDI Custom, where's the Joe Mankini photo I sent you? I actually downloaded that. We were going to present it. We had a bit of a disaster just before we came live, and with the Kookaburra, because we're going to do the whole Kookaburra section, because we've never actually finished off the Kookaburra photo competition we had, where people got a free Kookaburra coin if they could send in a photo of a Kookaburra on a bird bath. We will complete that next week. So SDI Custom, you will probably see your Mankini on Joe, both in photo and possibly even live on next week's live stream.
Jeez, big calls being made.
Oh, I love this question. Why is Matt not doing Movember?
You're joking. Talk about mental health. I'm doing my best here. Can't catch a break, can I?
I couldn't let that one slide,
Yeah.
sorry, mate.
Well, yeah, if you get the ultra zoom on, you'll see there's a little bit going on here.
A little darkening. He called it a soup strainer this morning, and I just about wet myself laughing because, mate, you'd barely call it a snot strainer at this stage.
It's the thought that counts, right? Have a crack.
Alrighty,
The
let's
support you get for trying in this business.
What is your opinion of the recently released Perth Mint 2-ounce Gilded Cook 1000 vintage? Good investment or not?
Yes, a slam dunk investment. That's not investment advice though, but it's a really good coin. Super low mintage, unbelievably hard to get.
I think it's sold out.
Yeah, you'd refresh the page on day one. I imagine it was all wiped out. So stuff like that is always really, really popular.
If you can grab one, particularly at recommended retail price, with your ears pinned back, grab them.
Yep,
Because
indeed.
they will absolutely go up.
Are we about to have a special visitor? Or are you just inspecting?
What, you're talking about those two?
Yeah.
We've got an audience.
Yeah,
For the
see,
people who can't see.
Emma's
Now is filmed in front of the live stream.
Real reaction.
Emma's trying to get on screen because she wants to show her Mo's better than mine, but they're holding her back.
Well, since Emma, you want to join in, why not?
Adam Skillbeck, I'm going to dob you in, mate. Listening to the phone in the top pocket at work. Still get in for the specials. I have a feeling, I think Adam was in earlier this week and he was telling me how he, at 2:30, he kind of turns on his phone and sticks it in his pocket and hopes nobody notices while he's at work.
System.
Jessa, will you be getting more Royal Mint gold and silver coins this year? Well, this year's almost at an end. I'd have to say no, because we're running out of year and it takes many weeks to get stuff in from the UK. So, off the top of my head, I can't think, oh, no, they won't arrive till the new year, and I'm really, like, if you're staying on the phones, you're going to shoot me for this comment.
Go on.
Actually,
do it.
no, better
See what
still,
happens.
when you come in store, ask Ruben when the next batch of 1 kilo completers is arriving.
Refer to Ruben. Don't bother calling. Just in storing inquiries only, please.
That's right. Should see the look he's giving me now. I think I'm going to pay for that later on.
Oh,
But yeah, we've managed to score an extra small delivery of kilo completers. They won't arrive till January, so don't. In all seriousness, don't start calling asking, can I have one or anything along those lines.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. You're trying to, offset it. You've already the deal's done.
Oh, okay, all right.
The inquiries are going to come thick and fast. Work something out though. And here's a suggestion. I feel like everyone will agree. Work out a way to almost maybe like a ballot system or something to evenly distribute them when they come in.
All right.
Well, yeah, work something out. Watch this space, because there's often the feedback that I've had is often when people miss out, they get upset because they're at work or whatever. We need to work out a way. Maybe we'll trial some way of
An expression of interest.
yeah, rationing them to avoid disappointment.
All right. Well, I think we did that once before with one of the releases.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. Remind me of that, because they won't arrive until kind of end of January sort of thing,
Yep.
start of Feb. So remind me, and we'll come up with something.
Moving that subject on, I know we may not have hard answers on this one yet, but just to quickly touch on, if people are curious, Christmas opening days and hours.
Okay, so we are going to be normal hours, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, all the way through to and including the 23rd of December. At 5 o'clock, we will all take a very, very big, deep sigh of relief, and we will lock the doors and we will shut. We will reopen again. Somebody please help me. We are going to reopen again.
Well, we hadn't quite decided. That's the bit we weren't entirely sure on yet. Normally it's the first Monday.
This is
but I
live
think
television. You can watch the
which is
process of BN working out when we'll open.
Which is the third. but we were-
That's right. So we thought the 3rd was a bit too early. Everyone needed a bit longer of a break. So at this stage, we're opening on the
10th.
because the 3rd's actually a public holiday anyway, because New Year's Day is the Saturday next year. So we're going to open at this stage on the 10th of January.
Subject to change.
From 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, we'll kick off again. And if there's any changes to that, and there may be a small change, we may, and it's a very large may, we may actually open a day or two earlier just to ease into the new year, if I can convince Ruben that he actually really doesn't want that much time off. And maybe open on the Thursday or Friday beforehand. But officially the 10th.
Ruben's face right now.
Yeah, there's more time for it. Yeah, we all need more time to suntan.
Yeah, that's right. No, I'm thinking of you guys. You need to come back early, in the interest of your health.
Yeah, we'll see. Watch
So,
this
yeah,
space.
but officially Monday the 10th of January, we will be doors open at 9 o'clock. There will be no dispatch over that period, so we're actually going to shut dispatch down as of help me Emma here, it was about the 15th, wasn't it? It was the 15th? Yeah, so we're going to shut dispatch. The last dispatch will go out on the 15th. Now I'm getting confused looks. So the last dispatch will go out on the 15th. No? 14th. The last dispatch will go out on the 14th before Christmas, and then it will not fire up again until, I would assume, the Tuesday, which will be the 11th of January. We won't start shipping out until that point there.
Nods all round.
Yeah. So anything that you want before, if you want it to arrive pre-Christmas, I strongly suggest you get your order in by the end of this. We are the end of this week.
Yeah, what are you talking about in the next hour?
Definitely by the end of next week. If you don't have your order in, with the way that the delivery system is under strain at the moment, under stress, the chances are you're not going to receive it domestically even. I don't think you're going to receive it pre-Christmas. I'm certainly not going to guarantee it. We will not ship anything out after the 14th because we do not want anything sitting in depots anywhere in the world over that Christmas shutdown period that happens all over the place. So, yeah, don't ask. We will not ship after the 14th because I spend most of Christmas answering emails, people saying, "Where's my parcel?" And yeah, we're not going to do it. So
You respond to emails, do you?
on the odd occasion. On the odd occasion. Yeah, so, and they will fire up again on the 11th and you'll receive them sometime in January. You can absolutely, the website will still be open through that whole period. We'll be maintaining it in the back end. So you'll absolutely be able to place orders. They will stay in our secure storage until the 11th when we ship them out, or the 10th if you're coming in to pick them up. So you can still place orders, you know, if spot price goes down or spot price goes up and you want to take advantage of it. Absolutely, the website will be active during that period. Phone calls will not be active after the 23rd until the 10th. Emails generally won't be responded to during that period either.
Nice one.
Does that answer that question for you, mate?
Had an in-store question which was interesting today.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is buying, let's say, a 10-ounce bar of gold, and we'll say that the premium works out to be, for example's sake, let's say it's $100 is the premium on a product like that. For example's sake, they were asking what would happen if spot doubled. Does the premium double also?
My official answer is no, but it actually would.
Okay, well, what I suggested is that it would be subject to, obviously, all of the supply chain factors, and if in doubling spot, all of a sudden, you know, all the gold's getting hoovered up at an investment level, but it depends on, availability and all of those other factors that go into making the premium.
Yeah, we tend to say to people the premium is pretty much fixed. It doesn't tend to move much. And in a normal market, the premium doesn't move. Spot does all sorts of strange things. But the premium itself, so the dollars above the base spot price that you pay for a bar, so you can call it the manufacturing cost or the profit that the different people along the way are taking bites of, that premium there tends to stay fixed over time. But in a practical sense, and we've seen this happen many times, particularly if prices go up quickly, it's usually because it's a little bit of a chicken and egg as to which occurs first or which is causing the other. But usually the demand is increasing. If demand's increasing, you usually find the supply chain starts raising the prices again.
Yep.
So you'll actually see premium will blow out quite a bit. So ultimately, Matt's correct. You will see the premium increase. It may double, it may triple. I've seen it go. I mean, US Eagles this year have been the classic example of that, where the premium's gone from, I can't remember now, but
It's going to be a couple of dollars more than a kangaroo.
Yeah, and it flew out. One stage there, I think I was complaining about this on camera, and spot was lower than it is now, and we were like, to land them in Australia, in Australian dollar terms, was costing me over $70 an ounce, including spot, obviously, but $70 an ounce. So I was saying to people, even if I sell them at my cost price, people are going to accuse me of price gouging because that premium had just massively blown out.
Yeah.
So,
good stuff.
Answer that question?
Does indeed.
Alrighty, what else have we got on here, guys?
We'll slow down a little bit on the questions the last little bit. But
there's a couple of questions like, are we getting like just plain old 1 ounce PAMP gold and the 2021 Platinum Kangaroo? Are we getting those more or something?
The 2021 Platinum Kangaroo has finished. Perth Mint aren't producing any more of those, and we sold out several months ago. The 2022s have arrived, and I don't think we've shot the video on that.
I responded via text and I said, we were done with 2021. We should have the run of the 2022 shortly. I don't think we've released them yet.
I know some have been sold over the counter. But the 2022 Platinum, in fact, the whole 2022 Kangaroo range is now in and available from Bullion Now, even if it's not on the website at this stage. So that's the 1/10, the quarter, the half. This is in gold. 1/10, quarter, half, 1 ounce, and 1 kilo gold kangaroos. The kilo looks great. We're going to do a video on that one. And silver 1 ounce and platinum 1 ounce are all available and all being produced. The platinum supply going on previous years is always patchy. So if they're on the website and you're chasing a bit of platinum, grab them while you can. Don't delay, because I know that they've already sold out once at Perth Mint. We've cleaned them out again that I know of. And I know they're waiting for more to go on the production line. So once we sell out this batch, if they haven't put them back on the production line, again, we might be out till next year.
Ruben's bored. Let's wrap it up.
We're getting the wind up here.
So, you need a little bit of music you can play, Ruben. This is a sort of hint that it's getting to that time.
It is getting to that time. So
it's getting a bit warm. Yeah.
Any last comments you want to make, mate?
No, as always, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for viewing, everyone. It's always nice, and I get a lot of pleasant feedback on the live stream videos on the phone and in the store, so it's good that people enjoy it. You can email through your questions in advance if you've got a burning question at live@bullionnow.com.au.
That's correct.
I hope that's
Can
correct.
You put that up on screen, mate? No, can't do it.
They get the gist. Clear.
He's good at
Crystal clear, yeah. Yep.
Switched on around here.
Get around the TikTok. Emma's been working feverishly on the TikTok content, the Tok tent, as they call it, in the younger crowd. And lots of fun. What more could you ask for?
Excellent. All right, again, I want to reiterate what Matt said. We really do appreciate people tuning in and joining in the discussion. It's been a lot of fun, and it's always a lot of fun when we get that interaction with people. So, and it's good to watch people interact with each other on the chat as it's going through, answering each other's questions and that. So thanks very much for tuning in. We will be back next week. We might even do something Christmassy next week or so. I'm just trying to find the date for next week. So next week will be the 3rd of December. So tune in Friday, 3rd of December, 2:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. You will see my ugly mug. We'll see Matt make an appearance. Joe will make an appearance. You may not recognise him in his potential outfit or outfits that he may be wearing, but he will definitely make an appearance, and we'll have Ruben and DJ behind the camera working feverishly. We also need to thank the EDC staff, the distribution, our dispatch staff who turned up today, and they've been incredible. They've lent a hand and they've run around and they've done everything from emptying bins to racing out and grabbing me some caffeine because I was just about to fall over at one point there. So a huge shout out to them, and they are a very, very important part of our behind the scene that people don't see often, but absolutely bear the fruit of their endeavours. So a huge shout out to them. And unless you've got anything else, that's it from me.
And from me.
We'll see you next week.
See ya.